Right, in the top side of the map, playing as yellow Mercia this time, we got Warble up against Spotyus playing the purple Sigrid. So this is a very interesting choice on this map. Something I was saying in the previous game was, I guess like kind of longer range commanders would do really well on this map, but I'm very curious if like a Sigrid could just run forward and bully. It's definitely a strength that she has. And I think that this non-stronghold side is the strong side. Even though you're pushing into double barracks, like rifles are really powerful on this map, air is really strong on this map too, so. And you can walk your barracks units over to help.
I mean, you can make it your strong side since your commander's gonna be there, and like once you grab some terrain, it becomes your strong side. But I think if either side like grabs the right terrain and defends properly, then it can be like the strong side can be on either side depending on how the game plays out.
We're seeing a small divergence here. Air Trooper grabs the front village. We actually see a second Air Trooper come out from Warble. And... ooh, doesn't grab that village. And that's a very smart play. We've seen...
They're like, I know what that the thief is gonna come out if I grab it.
yeah. So,
but maybe it's worth it just to distract a little bit, because you don't want the command like the goal of the commander is to like knock villages on the way and then arrive near the middle to hold that position. So maybe it is worth like just distracting even if you get stolen from.
I see the Air Trooper heal. I would have thought Mercia would heal it, but I guess timing wise it doesn't work out. And ooh, Warble's actually going to say, I'm going to sacrifice an additional sword here. Which I did not expect. I guess they just want to slow down the army because it would advance forward otherwise. But oh, Sigrid doesn't care. Sigrid's going to just go straight in.
As Sigrid does. I mean, this is the classic, you don't have enough to kill me yet, so you're gonna have to deal with it.
Ooh, and Warble actually did capture that village, so Thief comes out, is going to get that steal. But on the flip side, Warble's pushing on this right. They have a decent amount of army with them. They've got Mercy as well, so if a fight does take place, they can afford to take the hits. Wow, the sword actually goes in on that spear.
And I mean, we got the two, like, healing, like, I guess self-healing commanders.
Yeah.
I mean, the commanders that are really about healing, I guess. I mean, Dark Mercia also heals, but she's more about the damage.
Yeah, and the additional charge time on Dark Mercia really makes her struggle for the healing.
Let's see.
And wow, both of them are actually being very aggressive with swords on the sides.
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna let this one become a stall.
yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't, because if you let your opponent like fortify and wall up in all of that juicy terrain in the middle, then you're not gonna be able to make them go away.
Very true.
Air Trooper, oh, doesn't wall for the Harpy actually. But I mean, I guess still walls for the other Air Trooper, so yeah, same. Looks like Warble has, I mean, they're both looking to stabilize the side right now.
This is tiresome.
And Spotyus is going to transition first towards the middle, so maybe slight advantage there, but we'll see. Like, actually, another option once you're done with the sides, rather than just holding the middle, you can just start applying stronghold pressure.
Yeah, I mean, Sigrid has tier 2, so nothing could wall.
Yeah, I mean, Sigrid's pretty good at stronghold pressure, actually. It was like one of the few things she was actually used for in Wargroove 1 was stronghold pressure.
Spotyus sitting on a huge bank there, that thief coming in. And we see the rifle come out, so I guess Spotyus is feeling the pressure of my opponent built a rifle. I have to push, they build a golem. Ooh, so we watched the game earlier of golem versus rifle, and the rifle actually ended up winning that fight.
I mean, I think it's because on this map, where you build the golem will always be in front of the rifle, and you kind of don't want to like let the opponents defend heavily in front of the golem and behind and like in front of their rifle. But here looks like Warble's feeling the pressure from the Sigrid, you know. Sigrid doesn't have any knights to actually kill that stronghold, but just Sigrid is looking to be scary enough to force Warble to defend.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh, there we go. Tier 2 gonna grab the sword. But this is probably more about the positioning. You cannot kill Sigrid, which means she can stand almost wherever she wants.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, those dogs. That's such a deep position to go for, but I mean it works out. Like the rifle just has to run. And actually, the dogs are going to prevent further rifles from being built.
And Warble also has a lot of air troopers, so these dogs are gonna put in a lot of work.
Oh,
That said, not sure. I mean, Sigrid tier 2 did have like some pressure value by forcing Warble to come back on this side, but the like material value it got isn't that high. I mean, Sigrid just ate a sword and then like the army stood a little bit behind her. So yeah, I mean, Spotyus built their own rifle now, so they're like, if you're gonna push into this side, then a rifle makes sense. Let's see.
I'm guessing Ballista's going to shoot Sigrid.
Oh, the harpy crit thinks it's a sword, but crits anyways.
Oh, Ballista just decides to walk forwards, okay.
Yeah, I mean, hitting the commander is nice, but it's gonna heal anyways, so you'd rather get a better position usually.
We're in Dragon coming out, but these dogs are just, they're committed. And we're seeing more and more army come up to this north side. I mean, the Dragon could 1v1 the mage, but...
This one mage has a very big job. Because they have to defend from a dragon and a harpy.
Mage comes forward.
I mean, they're gonna get a buddy, I guess.
I love that use of the positioning of the dog. Oh, but you can just knight crit it actually. And yeah, knight's coming in. Rifle gonna shoot that mage.
Yep. Mage not gonna completely die though.
Yeah, that is true. Dragon just gonna go for a hit where it can.
I'm gonna hit a mage hit actually.
But
I really like these kinds of games where like it's not a big bloodbath, but it's very positioning where they're like moving across the map, like trying to get the few, like to capitalize on the few mistakes they spot from their opponent.
yeah.
And looks like the hostilities may have begun.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep
Killing
going
the
in.
harpy instead of hitting the dragon, actually. Interesting. I guess Spotyus values attacking more.
Yeah.
I mean, like the overall attack, rather than just getting the big hit now. And yeah, this is the kind of games where thieves can shine because you're trading villages back and forth. And Mercia tier 2 gets big value.
Yeah, I think that's why the mage didn't go for the dragon actually.
Oh, actually, you're right.
Yeah, because dragon would just get
The
healed
dragon
basically
would
to
have
full.
healed back to full HP.
Yeah.
Now this rifle and this ballista are putting in work.
And there's a lot of units actually to go down on Spotyus' side.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Warble is looking like they have a really nice position now.
And can Spotyus... Well, yeah, because Warble has like a really nice position, I would say, as far as army and like doing damage, but Spotyus has had a nice economy lead for a while there, like taking that deep village over there. They're flipping both center villages now. So they're doing pretty well. Ooh, that's a spicy rifle crit right there.
Yeah, pretty much like sacrificing all of their harpies for this attack.
Ooh,
That dog gets a hit, nice.
that's actually a huge amount of damage. Like 13% for like an injured unit that you were just gonna throw away anyway. That's actually like really good.
Yeah, and dogs really chunk rifles.
Yeah, and that lowers, you know, like the capability of that to crit something. Alright, we see the thief. Kind of stabilize the map a bit.
There we go.
Yeah, overextending on
mean-
your opponent's hideout side is pretty dangerous.
I think we're gonna see another Mercia groove. There we go. So
Oh,
that's
wow.
dog chip damage. Actually, Mercia doesn't care.
Yeah.
That lines up really nicely, actually. Everything this turn does line up really nicely for Warble.
Oh, that's a lot of stuff going down, and
Yeah.
I guess
And the
Warble's
good
just done a
thing,
bit too
actually,
much.
the good thing when you have a ballista army comp is that you can trade all your mages for air, and you'll still have anti-air.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I guess the question is, can Spotyus break that ballista? Oh, spear crit actually kills that dog. I wasn't expecting that to work, but it does.
Oh, is there a night crit lined up?
Oh, well, there's two in theory actually, and oh, the rifle's empty. So this is actually like not something that really comes into consideration that much about rifle, because you do generally tend to have breaks in fights where it does get the opportunity to reload, but yeah, like if you're gonna push when the rifle's empty is as good a time as any.
Oh, this is such a huge bloodbath.
Yeah. Ooh, Mercia is probably gonna be able to heal fairly soon.
I mean, yeah, that's like Mercia can, once the game starts having big armies like that are fighting every turn, you can get it off groove every turn, which means, I mean, this is probably like the best position for Mercia. Because you can, in a big fight like this, you can't really control everything, so it's hard to finish off every unit.
Oh, is
But
this enough suicides?
yeah, there is a witch behind, but it can just move to open up a third side. This is not looking very safe for Mercia.
Oh, yeah, I think she's dead. There's a rifle behind this. This spear is gonna do, you know, like a good 3 or 4% right there. And Sigrid, of course, right behind this too. Archer
Yep.
crits? Ooh.
I mean,
And there's a mage too. And yeah, Warble just overextends and gets punished for it.
they did a lot of damage to the army, but you know, you gotta watch out for one thing in this game.
Yeah, Commander Lethal is pretty brutal. And oh, mage heal?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
to shoot with the rifle. Oh, that's such a style move. Oh, nicely done there by Spotyus. Spots the lethal and goes for it, and they played a pretty good game overall. I think Warble had an overall better use of their army, but
Yep.
Spotyus able to.
Spotyus had like more of their army involved in this fight, but Warble, I think Mercia Groove like made it so the fight was actually in their favor, despite having like 3 or 4 units to the right side of the map.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, unfortunately, overextends Mercia, and that this happens. But very good game.
Yeah, and the really interesting plays coming out on Spotyus' side with like the tier 2 from Sigrid earlier just goes for like, you know, a little bit of chip on the army, just like really annoying positioning to try and fight against. And like pushes up on the right while that's all going on. I thought that was like really cool and a really interesting idea. And yeah, just that was a really fun game. I actually really enjoyed that one. So well played.